Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my video on Ulta's Love Your Skin skincare sale event. This video is going to cover week number 3. As always, timestamps and affiliate links are in the description box below. Short intro for today's video. I apologize for the lack of videos this week and also next week, but your girl has been sick? Very sick this week. I was thinking about it and I realized I don't think I've been this sick since January of 2014. So we're running on 10-year schedules. I guess that's good. I'm gonna make myself a note to remember to get the flu shot in the fall of 2033. I'm not doing this again. So I do apologize, my energy may be a little low in today's video, but we don't miss the Ulta sale videos. We do not do it. And in case you're stumbling upon this video and this is your first time seeing my face, we do go over every item in the Ulta sale, whether I've tried it or not, so you know everything that is in the sale. I may or may not have thoughts on everything. If I don't, you can share your thoughts in the comments, and it's all just my opinion anyway, so whether you agree or disagree with me on any of these products, feel free to share your experiences and thoughts. And with regards to this last week, we do still have some more 30% off items. This week it looks like we have Clinique, as well as Mario Badescu and Neutrogena. So that's kind of nice because those are all a little bit more affordable. So you really might want to check the 30% off section, especially for Neutrogena if you don't coupon at Walgreens and or CVS. Am I right? Am I right? But let's go ahead and get into it. We are starting with Sunday, January 14th. We have 2 eye creams from Lancome, including one of the Genifique products. The Genifique line is interesting because it's using that bifidoferment filtrate ingredient that I talked about in my recent products versus ingredients video. I love that ingredient. Unfortunately for me, I really can't use the Lancome brand. I've got it narrowed down to, I think it's that the fragrance blend that they use in all of their products contains my allergens. Lancome is one of those brands that has a signature scent to all of their products. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, a lot of brands do this so as to prevent counterfeiting, but if you are allergic to that fragrance blend or even just one fragrance in that, it sure does ruin a whole brand for you. But I know a lot of people love Lancome, and hey, bifidoferment filtrate, I feel like I understand why they do. You can save more money if you are interested in some of the K-beauty dupes. We have the Elemis 123 Glow Bestsellers Kit. This is a cute little kit, and this past week I actually broke out my Elemis cleansing balm. You know, it's optional. You don't have to be that fancy in the cleansing process, but if you want to be, it's a nice product. What I will tell you though is if you're interested in anything from Elemis, please follow the Elemis website. That is absolutely the best place to get good prices on Elemis. I don't know if I got this one in PR or if I got it as part of one of my great hauls from the Elemis site, but yes, that is where to get Elemis. Still, a nice little way to sample some of their products if you are interested in the brand. We don't talk about MLMs on this channel, so we're just gonna skip over Beauty Counter. We have the Dermalogica Antioxidant Hydra Mist. You know, I did try this, and I did like this. I harp on Dermalogica sometimes, don't I? But I did enjoy this mist. That said, it does contain essential oils. Frankly, I like that Dermalogica discloses their fragrance blend. It makes it so much easier to figure out if your fragrance allergens are in that product or not. They are not for me. I liked the product. That said, personally, for an antioxidant mist, I still prefer the Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 mist from week number 2. We have one more item on Sunday, and that is the Crepe Erase Advanced Body Repair. I'm always hesitant about these kind of products. First of all, I don't feel that I'm yet in a position to review these, but this claim of any cream that can firm your skin, that is a big claim. I was reading through the reviews, and some people seem to really have had good results with this, others not so much. It's always a case of I wish I knew more about the reviewers. And moving on to January 15th, we have Shiseido's Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion. These are SPF 50 products. Unfortunately, Shiseido is exactly like Lancome in my mind, exactly. I do not think I can use these because of their fragrance blend. That said, I do like Shiseido. I do think they're a great company. I actually love their foundation, but I cannot use their sunscreen for whatever reason. I probably can't use these just because of my sensitivities to chemical sunscreens, but I do trust in them. These are probably very nice. Relatedly, did you all see that Julian... He changed his name on Instagram, so now I don't know his new name. I'll put it up on the screen. He tested this mineral sunscreen that said it was an SPF of 45. He was skeptical of it because it was looking way too nice. He tested it and it came back as an SPF of 3.6. You gotta make sure that you are using a sunscreen that has verified its SPF level. And J-beauty brands such as Shiseido are really good about testing their SPF levels. Okay, we have from Strivectin the Peptide Serum and Peptite Eye Serum. So they actually sent me the Anti-Wrinkle Peptide Plump a while ago, and I have some things to say. Overall, I'm gonna say I do like this product, but I just can't be somebody who only comments on, oh yeah, it feels nice, feels hydrating, cosmetically elegant. I can't stop there. You know I have to dig deeper, especially when we are talking about peptides. So I got very curious about this. They say it has alpha-3 peptide, which turns out to be one single pentapeptide. I'll have the ingredients list up for you. And with this peptide, they are saying that it encourages the production of hyaluronic acid, collagen, and elastin in your skin. Just saying it's a well-rounded, does-it-all peptide, which is why there's only one peptide in here in contrast to something like The Ordinary's multi-peptide serum. But it just does not stop here. Listen to this. Brace yourselves, especially if you are an artist. They are saying proudly that they designed this peptide and they designed it using AI. Have any of you played with ChatGPT? I have. I certainly have. And I find it interesting, but it has a ways to go in my personal opinion. I asked ChatGPT to tell me what are the top 5 iconic lipsticks of all time. I mean, that seems like a good question to ask AI. If AI has access to all the articles that have ever been written, surely it can tell me about the most iconic lipsticks of all time. And do you know what it told me? It told me that one of the most iconic lipsticks was MAC's Viva Glam. Okay, I'm with you so far, AI. But it just kept on yapping and it started telling me that this lipstick was designed in collaboration with Lady Gaga in 1994. So I don't know how I feel about AI designing a peptide. Now, Strivectin did do their own research, but they don't tell us about all of the research. What they tell us is about a consumer study that they did with this, which is what every brand does. It basically just means they send this out to a number of people, they have them use it for a couple of months, and then at the end they say, how does your skin look? Check the bubbles to indicate how you feel this product went for you. And the obvious problem there is it's just not a very rigorous study, it's not placebo controlled, so you really don't know, is that peptide that amazing, or is it their niacinamide alternative? Is it the algae ingredients, the basic humectants that also make up this formula? Or is it that AI-generated peptide? No, I don't know. I can tell you, again, I do like it. You will see this in an empties in time. I've been using it, but I also feel like this is another example of, again, what I was talking about in that products versus ingredients video. It's another example of how you can spend more on peptides, and maybe you're getting something much more from that. But in contrast, The Ordinary's multi-peptide serum, the one I keep going back to, is very affordable, and yet it has, frankly, a more well-rounded profile of peptides that actually do have some more rigorous data behind them. On this day, we also have the Hey Honey Relax Propolis and Honey Soothing Moisturizer. I love propolis, I love honey. This is probably a nice product, and I think that labeling it as a soothing moisturizer makes sense. I've heard a lot of people enjoy this. I've just never gotten around to trying it. And moving on to Tuesday, January 16th, we have the MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. You know, I have been so bizarrely tempted to try this. I genuinely think it's just because it's by MAC, and I want to know, how does MAC do skincare? Realistically, I've taken a look at the ingredients list, and I think it's fine, to be honest with you. It looks like a nice day-to-day serum. It's just that at this point, I've fine-tuned the ingredients that I prefer to have in my routine, and I don't think I need it. But it's bizarrely tempting. I think that what I will do with this is, if there's ever an opportunity to try a sample of this, I would try a sample. It's not fragrance free, just so we're on the same page here, but I would still try it and see how it goes for me. But I don't think, $30 for a whole 1 ounce serum is tempting, but I don't think I need to do it. We also have Clinique's Moisture Surge SPF 28. Again, keep in mind that you can get the SPF level in a moisturizer with SPF as long as you are applying enough of the product. That said, this is another hybrid chemical, I think it's chemical sunscreen. Are any of you that can only use mineral, are you feeling left out? I'm feeling very left out in this Love Your Skin event. From Korres, we have the Greek Yogurt Wide Awake Eye Gel. I will not be buying this just because of personal preference. This is a rollerball, and I just don't like that style personally. I do like the Korres Greek Yogurt collection though, so feel free to share your experience if you've tried this, especially if you do like this style of eye cream. You know, personal preference is huge with skincare. The Dr. Prant Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. I used to have this. I don't have it anymore, but I will recap very quickly. I think that most pore filling primers that I've tried are actually fairly effective. You just have to make sure that rather than rubbing them into your pores, you push them into your pores. The goal is to make the product fill in the pores. Then when you put your foundation on top of that, it has a much more smooth base, and it can really minimize the look of pores. Not to Facetune levels or anything, but it does help. On Wednesday, January 17th, we have Serovital Bingo. I'm sorry if you're new to my Ulta videos. I'm sorry. I've talked about this so many times. I just don't like to talk about it anymore. The Origins Checks and Balances Face Wash. I used to love this cleanser so much. It is a very stripping cleanser, but it smells good. It's super foamy. I bet if I did the method of foaming it off my hands, I bet that actually would help, but it was stripping at the time. You my fellow millennials and older, you remember when we thought you had to use a stripping cleanser. The more it dries out your skin, the better. Nope. We are so much more educated on skincare these days. Isn't it great? We have the Peter Thomas Roth Firm X Collagen Moisturizer, and listen, collagen is a great humectant. A humectant, much like glycerin, hyaluronic acid. It does bother me that a lot of companies do seem to kind of encourage that now antiquated idea that putting collagen on your skin increases collagen. They've added ingredients that might help with that. We've got a nice peptide in here, for example, but it's not the collagen that would boost collagen. It just hydrates. Overall, though, I will say that is a fairly non-irritating ingredients list. It actually looks like a nice product. I just often find myself with Peter Thomas Roth just wishing that they would reel it in just a little. Moving on to Thursday, January 18th, I am very excited at the way Ulta has laid this out. You have two options for a retinoid. You have retinol or retinal, your choice between these two Murad serums. That's it, it's expensive because it's Murad. Back when I was using retinaldehyde, I was using Geek and Gorgeous, which has a much better price point and is now in the US. So you get your orders even faster. You already got them fast from Hungary, where they're based. Now they're in the US too. But anyway, I digress. If you do want to try these with Ulta's return policy, personally, I would go for the retinol. They actually were sending this out not too long ago, and I turned it down just because I don't feel like I can review retinol or retinol products when I use adapalene, but I still think it looks nice. I almost forgot to tell you why. See, this is why I don't like being sick. I forget very important things. So retinol requires 2 conversions to be in the active form that your skin can use, whereas retinol only requires 1 conversion. We also have Lancome's Bifacil. Now, I've talked before about how hilariously this is my most repurchased skincare product of all time. Of all time. I had so many backups of this that, look at this, this still has the tape on it from the last time I ordered this at Ulta. I haven't even gotten into it yet. The reason why I've come back to this so many times is, first of all, the sales. It's got to be 50% off. I do not pay full price for this product, but when it's on sale, that is a nice time to repurchase it. And this is the most effective eyeshadow remover. This is not going to be something that you really need to worry about if you wear very simple eyeshadow, but if you wear the pinks and the purples that stain, Lancome's Bifacil is still the best to remove those. Now, I do have a bit of a new conflict because I've now discovered Japanese makeup removers, or mascara removers specifically, and they are so good at removing mascara that now I'm using these even less and less, only when I wear those really intense eyeshadows, which I've been doing less and less too. So I'm not going to restock. Got an unopened one here. But if you are somebody who has been struggling with tough to remove eyeshadow, nothing else is like that, and it still is a better value for mascara removal. It's just that those Japanese mascara remover options are also so good. It's even less rubbing. It is even less rubbing than Bifacil, and that is really saying something. I don't know if I just told you all that that's a great product, or if I was telling you about the Japanese mascara removers. I don't know. We have the Philosophy Micro Delivery Peel Kit, and I have to admit I really enjoyed this way back in my skincare journey. I really did. I liked the ritual of using it. It's actually a 2-part system. You put 1 on, you follow with step 2. It's enjoyable to use, and it really was effective for me. At this point, I don't really use these strong exfoliating products. You know, your skincare routine will evolve with time, and for me, I love using my strong retinoid. This kind of product conflicts with it. So know that when you make changes to your routine, it will affect other steps in your routine. All that said, if you use a more gentle retinol, maybe you use a retinol alternative, you might really like this. It's still surprisingly affordable, $40 in this sale, not bad at all. To this day, one of my favorite products from the Philosophy brand. And one more item on this day, the Strivectin Line Blur Factor Primer. I had this, but I did end up giving it to my mom. She was looking for a primer, so I passed it along to her, and you know, she loved it. I feel like the formula doesn't necessarily look revolutionary. It's got their niacinamide alternative in it and a base of silicones, but to their credit, they're saying that they did something with microspheres, kind of basically meaning encapsulation, I believe. And while that might sound like utter nonsense, trust me, I know, it is actually possible to work with the ingredients to make an encapsulation system, and maybe it really does make a difference. I don't know, I gave it away, but my mom told me she loves it. Friday, January 19th, we have the IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. I am uncomfortable with telling you about this product because I just don't know if my little sample here is the new version or the old version. I believe this has been reformulated. So if you've tried it, especially recently, let us all know in the comment section below. We have the Elizabeth Arden Select Ceramide Capsules. Hey, Elizabeth Arden was on my list of most iconic lipsticks of all time, per AI at least. I can believe it. My grandmother loved Elizabeth Arden. And I have to admit, I like this product. I think it is a great choice for travel. If you've ever broken a bottle while traveling, you live and you learn. And you, at the very least, pack plastic bottles going forward. You know, I gotta say, I tend to prefer glass packaging, but plastic, for me, really does have a place, and it is travel. Or you can go with this kind of serum capsule system. You just break these open and apply them, and I liked them. I did like them. Oh, it's actually the full collection. The retinol, the ceramide, hyaluronic acid, or vitamin C. I've only ever tried the ceramide capsules. A little bit of a more basic ingredients list, optimal for my skin type, and it does feel kind of oily, just as a heads up. Makes sense from the base that they're using here, but again, I liked it. A couple of items from PMD. One of you pointed out in, I think it was either week 1 or 2 with one of these devices. When you buy one of these devices at 50% off, if it is the kind of device that requires refills, keep in mind you probably will have to pay full price for the refills. Definitely something to know. I feel like that's how they get you. I feel like that's how they get you. I have not tried anything from PMD. Comment if you have. We have the Dolce Glow Self-Tanning Mist. Apologies, you might be able to tell this, but I don't self-tan, so feel free to comment if you have thoughts on these products. From Estee Lauder, we have the day wear and night wear moisturizers. They actually have, I think, 5 options here. They seem to have not really reformulated, but expanded this line, maybe reformulated as well. I tried these a long time ago. I think they're overall well formulated. Some things you should know are that these are basically antioxidant moisturizers, which is smart. It is always smart to include antioxidants in a routine, but it does use a lot of plant ingredients, so definitely check the ingredients if you are somebody who has a little bit more allergies, more reactive skin type. Check the ingredients. Moving on to the last day, the very last day of this sale, we have the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist, and this is one of my favorite mists to use in a very specific way. We had a mist last week, the Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 Toner, which I like to use as a mist toner. This product, I love to spray this on after I have finished my makeup. This will make your skin very glowy. It definitely lives up to the glass skin claim, not to the level of the Beekman 1802 mist, but your skin will look radiant. That said, you do want to follow with one of the fixing sprays. I would say this sets your makeup. It makes your blush, your bronzer, your highlighter, your foundation overall look more like a part of your skin, whereas fixing sprays, such as Urban Decay's All Nighter, make your makeup wear longer. So definitely more of a makeup mist. One of my favorite makeup mists, very fine. See, I think that's a big detail for me. I don't want more of a toner type of mist on top of my makeup because that can mess things up. So a setting, not a fixing mist, but I do really like it for that purpose. Patchology Select Eye Gels. I just can't bring myself to buy these even in these sales anymore because it is so much more affordable to go over to the K-beauty retailers and buy eye gels there. It's just so much more affordable. The Clinique Acne Solutions Clearing Gel. I have bought this in the past as well. This is a 1% salicylic acid treatment for acne-prone skin types with a very basic ingredients list overall. Probably more optimal for oily skin types. Witch hazel in the formula can be, it is an astringent ingredient, so it is a little bit more of an astringent product, more for oily, acne-prone skin. But I want to say something. As somebody who struggled with acne for years, I just want to say if I could go back in time and tell my younger self better product options to buy, I would say stop buying all the acne care. Focus on a serum, maybe an exfoliating serum, maybe a retinoid, but make everything else in your routine calming, gentle, restorative. You've got to take care of your skin. When you buy a routine that is all acne fighting products, you could very easily way over exfoliate and just make your acne that much worse. So if you are thinking about this product because you have acne, please pause. Ask yourself if you need another acne product or if you need to focus on caring for your skin. And our very last product, but not the least, is the Kopari Marine Clean Purifying Gel Cleanser. They sent me this a while ago, and I have to admit, they did a great job on this, and it will actually be under $15 in this sale. It's a basic cleanser. Again, another option if you are just looking for a basic cleanser. It does remove makeup as well, at least according to Ara. I never know with cleansers because I use all the other makeup removers I've talked about. It is a foaming cleanser, but it is not too stripping. Overall, just another good option for a cleanser. And my friends, that's it. That's it for Ulta's annual skincare sale. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Again, I will be back at some point next week. Apologies for the lack of videos, but I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.